Cooking rice in under 30 minutes is possible, and I'm going to show you my favorite way to make it. But if you know absolutely nothing about cooking, there are some important things you need to know before you start, so don't skip this part. I'm going to teach you how to cook rice using a rice cooker. There are many advantages to use a rice cooker. For example, it cooks quickly, there's no rice wasted, you don't need oil, and you don't have to check on it every 15 minutes. All of these are the opposite of what happens when you cook rice in a traditional pot on the stove. You need to know that there are different types of rice, and depending on the brand, the water amount will vary. I like using long grain rice because it comes out fluffier. Some rice types come dirtier and you might need to pick out little stones that are mixed in. So make sure to check it carefully because you could break a tooth with those tiny bits of debris. Anything you see that looks different in color or shape from the rice, take it out because that's trash. So once you have the rice of your choice, use this amount if you want the rice cooker to be full. Then wash it really well until the water comes out clear. This rice doesn't have any debris, but I still wash it about 6 times to remove all the starch. Once it's clean, add this amount of water. Keep in mind that if you add too much water, the rice will come out mushy, so it's better to add a little less than too much. Then it's important to always dry the surface of the pot before placing it into the base. Add some salt, stir it, cover it, and turn on the rice cooker. Remember, you don't need oil because the rice won't stick in this kind of cooker. When the rice is almost done, this button will pop up. At that point, stir the rice gently from the sides and bottom so it doesn't break apart. Close the lid again and the steam inside will finish cooking the rice in about 20 more minutes. I suggest always stirring your rice with a plastic or wooden spoon, but never with a metal one, because it will scratch the pot and then you will have to start using oil when cooking. In my case, the rice was a bit undercooked, so after stirring it, I added a little more water, waited a few minutes until I could press the button down again, and that's it. I let it cook for another 20 minutes, and finally the rice will be ready. You can store it in the fridge once it cools down, and always remember to stir it, because once it's in the fridge, the rice will harden, and if you didn't stir it beforehand, it will be harder to separate the portion you want. The video was a little long, but everything I shared was necessary, so I hope it was super helpful to you. See you in another recipe tutorial.